Hey, it's Carl Holson here, and welcome to why use branding and incentives, why they're so important to use when you're doing your marketing. Hopefully, we're going to have some people coming on the panel here today. I know I had some requests out, said they were coming in, so maybe they'll join us shortly. But what we're going to talk about today is doing your marketing and making sure that you're branding yourself while you're out there. And I'm actually going to show you how to brand yourself a little bit here today. I'm going to use Paint, and I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to show a bit of how to actually get yourself branding. Now, if any of you are following me on Facebook, you'll know that I do a lot of branding. You'll always see I have a header at the top of all my pictures. And my header is always going to be showing you who I am and what I do and that sort of thing. Welcome, Stephen.
Morning, Carl.
So what I was just telling everybody what I'm doing here, Stephen, is I'm going to be showing a bit on Paint, how to create your own branding header and that sort of thing. And, you know, we're going to talk about why you should be branding yourself and using incentives. Now, incentives could be anything. You know, I offer to pay for traffic for the people that join me. I give away some software. You know, people might have other things. Maybe they've got some marketing tips or something else of value that people will find. And, you know, adding extra value or extra incentives is always going to help you close the sale of whatever it is. But it's got to be of value. It can't be junk. It's got to be something that is of value to the marketers. And today, you know, marketers want things that are going to work for them. You know, they're looking to, you know, if they're going to get involved in business with you, they want to know they're going to be able to market, create leads, generate sales, that sort of thing. So they're going to be looking for those kind of incentives that will help them along their way. And, you know, with IBK, I mean, we have some great stuff already. I mean, you know, you get some software add-ons that are in the back office there. We have our IBK software, which is absolutely amazing. I use it for marketing my travel business out there. And, you know, since I've been using that actually for my travel business, I want you to understand this, folks, is that I'm actually creating over 50 leads a day now in my travel business, not necessarily my IBK, but in my travel business. In my IBK, I'm creating almost double that, okay? And it's because of the way that I do things now. I'm able to attach IBK now to another business as a marketing tool or a marketing suite, okay? Because again, we have training in the back office. I actually have my own training platform that is actually in the office of IBK, but I've actually modified it a little bit so that it can be used for any business that's out there. And that's what people get when they join with me and my team, because even my team, like Steven's on my team. So when they join with Steven, they'll get access to my training platform and all that kind of stuff as well. So, I mean, these are incentives that we offer. And why do we do that? Well, you know, because we're trying to build a business. We're trying to build a business together. And in order to do that, you know, we need to share resources and pool our resources together in order to make that happen, you know. So it's when you're out there and you're branding yourself, you want to make sure that you're not just branding it for yourself, but for anybody that's connected to you, okay? Now, here's the real tricky part, okay? Because IBK is direct sales, okay? So it's basically I get the sale or you get the sale type thing, okay? That's how it is. It's a one-time, one-off sale. Now, I'm a person who believes there's enough money for everybody on the internet, and there is, okay? There's no way anybody on the internet could ever get the amount of money that's out there all by themselves. It's impossible. There's just way too much of it, way too spread out. So that's why I offer my stuff to others like Steven. I teach Steven how to make his sales in IBK and other people that have come on the panel and other people in my team, because I want them making sales. Because when they're making sales, we're building a strong bond together in business. So if there was anything I ever went into, the possibility of them joining me in that business are pretty good if I'm already helping them make money in one place, okay? So this is the real important thing that everybody understands, is that if you're not able to help people make money, you're going to be in some trouble here. Just give me 1 second. I got to shut my window. It's a little noisy outside. Okay. So, Stephen, do you have any questions in regards to what I've covered to this point? Anything you want to add?
No, as I've been watching you, I can see what you're doing, why you're doing it.
Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I want to share my screen, and I just want to show you just how easy it is to create a branding header. Okay, so let me just get that going here, and we'll get the screen showing. You can see my screen now, right, Stephen? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
good.
yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have like generic stuff that I've put together. Okay, so this is just a header that I've made. It's just a plain old header. You know, it's blank, just a picture. You can grab any picture and make a header out of it. Okay, so I just grabbed this picture and just made a header out of it. So it's very simple. You put that into Paint. Okay, so you're going to just go in and create Paint and then just add your picture just like I did. And then I'll just add a photo, right? And then I'll shrink it to size to whatever I need to make sure that it kind of fits in. And you want to put it into the side, okay? And then you can go out and you can either use tools like cooltext.com to create little message headers or whatever it is you want to put in there. And let me see if I can share that. I'm not sure if I go over to that, whether you'll see that or not. So I might have to just go back and share that. So let me just go and do that. You're not seeing it. So let me just share this header now. Okay. This is cooltext.com. Okay. And this is where I go and I make a lot of headers. Now you can go and you can select anything here. I like to use this one here. It's just kind of cool and outlined. You can use any kind of font that's in there. I use this Kirsty. Okay, I use this a lot. You'll see that a lot in my stuff, just because of the type of outline that it is. And you know, we could call, you know, just as an example, let's do. Okay, I'll just do live life on your terms. Okay, that's just like one of my headings. Oops, let me just spell that right. Okay, and then what I do is I shrink it down. It comes up at a text 70. I usually go down to about a 55 on that. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll copy this. Okay, I'll copy this image. Copy image, and then I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm going to try this. I'm going to paste it. Yeah, see, it's right here. So what I'll do is I'll you know, you can put it almost anywhere you want on here. Okay. And, you know, I'll just put something like this on here, like this, live life on your terms. Now, I'm not one of these guys that knows how to make transparencies and stuff like that. So there might be a way for you to do that in here. I don't know, but actually I just didn't show you what I did I? Okay. I got to go back and show that. That's weird. That's weird. When I show my desktop, it doesn't turn around and do that. Okay. So what I did is I copied that and I pasted it into here. You see that now, right, Stephen? Okay.
Right.
So
good.
Yeah, it does. But, you know, it's got the black background. I wish it was transparent. There might be a way to do that. I haven't figured it out how to do that. I'm not that technical. You know, sometimes I'll go to Fiverr and I'll get somebody to create it for me if I need to, right? And, and you know, for $5, they'll go and create me a really nice header or something. You know, like the one I created here. I had a friend make my other header that everybody sees out there. Right. So, but this is just an example. You can also do this. You can also go to the text, right? And you can create text like live life on your terms. Okay, here's another way you can, oops, I got caps. I hit the caps button. Live life on, oops, your terms. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Let's say, I don't know, 36. There we go. And, you know, maybe I'll go, yeah, I'll go that color there. So now what you can do is go up into here. And this is about the only way I know how to make it transparent, right? So it would be like that. Now that's like the wrong color. You wouldn't want to use that color because it's hard to read. But this is how you can make it transparent on there, however you want to do it, right? So these are just kind of examples of what you can do to kind of make that happen. I don't know, play around with it. You can do different colors, different text. You can use different fonts in here as well. So, when you're doing your, your text here, I should have copied that. Live life on your terms. Okay. As an example, you can change the font to whatever you want, right? So, we could have, there's kind of a cool one. We'll just do that one a little bit different. Okay. And let's see if we can get, I don't know what a better color would be. You want it to kind of blend in, so you might have to play around a little bit. I don't know, let's just leave it at black for right now. Okay, so let me just copy this so I can. So now you see you've got on there, live life on your own terms. You can do whatever it is on your header, right? So you can either go get it custom made by somebody that uses Photoshop or something, or you can just simply just do it yourself, right? Like this, right? So it all depends on what your background is going to be. And then this is what you would use at all times when you're promoting so that people become associated with this and you and your picture. Stephen, you've got one that you're using. As a matter of fact, I think I can actually show people what I made for you here. So let me just paste from, let me just see where I found that. I can't remember where I put it here. I don't know where I put this. I got so many envelopes, I don't know where I put anything. Did I put it in here? Maybe it's in here. Oh, I think this is you here. Yeah, there you go. See, this is like one that I helped Stephen make, right? So here's an example. And now Stephen, every time I see a post, that's where he is. I see it's Stephen. He's got himself associated. He's got Stephen Hurst Lifestyle Coach on there. And that's his header. So he can go and he can create anything. He can cut all this out. Right, and then you can post anything in here. Like let's just post. I don't know. We'll find something in here. You could post anything in here. A bad day fishing is better than a good day at work or whatever. You could make that big. I don't know if I make that big if it'll look ugly, but he could whatever. Right? He could have something like that. Right? So he can do anything, but he's associating it with him. Okay, and this is the important part about branding yourself. So I'm so big on that, and this is how I've become so popular myself online, is that because I've gone out and I branded. Everybody associates me with my header that's there, the 90-day action plan, that's there, lifestyle coach, that sort of thing. And I use the same picture, the same header all the time, and people have associated me with that. And this is just how I build my following. And if you're doing this, whatever you're doing out there, don't promote the company, okay, directly. Promote them indirectly. Like I promote IBK through my branding. So it's got my header, and then below it, I tell everybody what I'm promoting. But they now associate IBK with me, not me with IBK. You understand? So that's the big thing that everybody has to, become associated with if you're going to get and get anywhere online. Because people join people in businesses, they don't necessarily join businesses. Okay, there are those that out there that just go and join businesses based on the hype that they see or read or whatever it is that's out there, and you want to be careful about that too. I did a video on that the other day. I want to get into that in a little bit, but I want to talk about the branding and incentives. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to think about what you can and offer people. Okay, and if you don't have anything to offer, find out who you can team up with that can help you provide that. Okay, like with me, when people join me in business or join anybody that I've referred into the business, they get attached to anything that I promote. Okay, so now they can promote that. So you want to look and see if you can find somebody who's offering something like that, and see if you can use the same incentives, if you don't have anything yourself, because that gives you an upper edge. And you know what? Business is all about getting the upper edge. You're gonna be competing every single day with different people on the internet, with different companies, different people within your company, and so forth. Because it's either they get the sale or you get the sale. It's all a matter of how bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do to get it. Now let's be ethical about it too, okay? Like, let's not be non-ethical about things. Be ethical and moral about everything you do in business, because if you don't, it's going to come back to bite you, okay? I can guarantee you that. So just make sure that whatever you're doing works, it's legal, it's ethical, it's moral, that sort of thing, okay? I preach that. I just want to make sure that, you're that way too. I just don't want to see you going down the wrong road. Anything you want to add to that, to what I've covered so far, Stephen?
No, that's great. That's awesome.
Okay, you're no fun.
I know. I'm not like Tom. I tend to agree with you. It's easier.
Well, it's fun. You know what? We'd rather be fishing, I'm sure. But
I know.
The whole idea here is, for us to do what we do. I mean, you and I both do a lot of fishing and stuff like that whenever we have the free time, and we have a lot of it, really. Because what we do online doesn't require a lot of work. There's a lot of people online today working way harder than they actually need to be working, okay? And the unfortunate part is that they're working really hard and creating zero results in the most cases. I talked to, or I text with a few people today on Facebook that I've just connected with. And again, today with what I've done, I connected with now 62 people. This morning I did a post, it was at 50, it's now at 62. And who knows what it is while I'm on this Hangout. And these are all people coming in from the way that I promote now. Now, again, I'm promoting a lot differently now. I don't promote IBK directly. Well, I shouldn't say that. I promote IBK by itself. I promote my travel business by itself. But now what I'm doing, and I'm finding more results, is that I've combined them both together. And I'm actually getting way more results this way. And it's because of the way that I'm promoting it. Now, I was talking to Anne, who's one of my referrals, and she's going about to do the same thing, except she's got a different program that she's promoting. So she's basically following the same design setup that I've done, but using a different product and combining IBK with it, because IBK goes with any business, any business. I have people that have bought iPass or bought IBK from me to promote iPass and Jeunesse or whatever, however you pronounce that, other programs that are out there. It's because of the tool that IBK is. IBK is a serious, serious tool. And anybody that's doing network marketing and not using it is literally missing the boat, okay? Literally. And I mean, not only can you make $150 commissions marketing it to other people within your organization saying, hey, you need this tool, here's where you get it. You can make a commission off that, and some people say, well, why are you, that can't be too ethical doing that. And here's what I have to say with that. I will sell anything to anyone if it will improve their chances of making a sale. I don't sell anything to anybody that I haven't used or tested. Okay? It's that simple. And if I know they work and they're working for me, I will endorse it and let them know that this is what it is. It's up to them whether they want to buy it or not. But at the end of the day, I hear how they're complaining about how they're not making any sales, and I'm making sales. And I said, well, I've shown you how to do it. I've shown you what you need to get those sales. You choose not to do it for whatever that reason is. Some people will come to me and say, well, you know what? I don't have $200 to go and buy IBK. So I showed everybody here about a week ago how you could do that, going in and selling products off of JVZoo and other things like that to raise your capital that you get paid in PayPal. So you can go out and buy the IBK software. So don't make excuses that you can't do it, because There's all kinds of ways for you to raise that kind of money online. I shared them here. So if it's, I don't have enough money, or I can't, you know what? It's because you are not driven enough to go out and make that money. You know, I've shared this story before where I was homeless, sleeping in my car. It was only for 4 days, but it was still 4 days of excruciatingly pain in minus 27 weather. I will never do that again. But I said to myself, this is never, ever going to happen. And I did whatever I had to get myself out of that situation. I didn't sit around and bitch all day long and complain on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. I just went out and I did it. A lot of people waste so much energy on Facebook and other social media crying the blues about how bad their life is. Maybe go on Facebook or on YouTube and look at some of the other people whose lives are way worse than yours, and yet they're still doing whatever it takes to get to where they are. Okay? You know, some people say I don't have any heart or anything like that. You know what? I can't waste my valuable time worrying about how bad somebody's life is when I know they can turn around and change it in a heartbeat, but they're choosing not to. This is why I do these trainings. If you're not making any money on Facebook with the poster, or you're not making any money online, period, with anything, I'm giving you the solutions. Part of it is probably because you're not branding yourself. You're sitting there throwing your link, the company link, out at somebody else. I get that every day. You know, I'll make a post, hey, thanks a lot for connecting. What do? They send me their link. They don't say hi. They don't do it. They just shoot a link at me. That's a company link. So you know what I do? And I know what a ton of other people do out there too. And this is going to hurt you when I tell you this. Okay? When somebody just shoots me their affiliate link and does not communicate with me at all, I will click on that link. I will find out what the company is. And if I like that product, I will research somebody who's working that business. I will not sign up with that person. Will not. Done. So if anybody listening to this, just shoot me your link. I will never join with you. You have to communicate with me. Okay? Not saying that I'm going to join everything that somebody sends to me, but if it works in my favor, it works in building my business, you better communicate with me, because I will find somebody who's actually really working this thing properly, and that's who I'm going to work with. Okay? So if you're not making any money today, that's why. If you're just shooting your link at somebody and you're not communicating at all, that's why you're not making any sales. Because guys like me won't work with you. Okay? I don't have time for people that don't have time to communicate with people. That's why I brand the way I do out there. Okay? I'm a pretty aggressive marketer. I'm pretty transparent. You either like me or you don't like me. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be making money and you probably won't. Okay? Call me harsh, call me whatever you want, but I'm going to give you the straight and narrow on everything. Okay? And, you know, if I have a big following like I do, why do you think I have that? Is it because I'm anal about the way I talk? No, I just talk the truth. I just lay it on the line. I'm not going to BS anybody. I don't smoke and mirror anybody. I don't do anything. I'm going to tell you like it is with me and like I see it. Okay? And that's also part of my branding. Okay? There's lots of people out there that don't like me. Do I care? No. Could care less. Because everybody has somebody who doesn't like them. You know, Stephen probably wrote something someplace that somebody didn't like, and now they don't like Stephen for whatever it is.
Who
You know,
cares?
I made a post yesterday that I had positive and negative feedback on. Okay? Do you know what post that was, Stephen? I don't know if you saw the post. But it was a fishing picture.
Because I made one just like it.
Okay? But did you see that fishing picture about Sam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had negative and positive feedback about that. What was that picture? That picture was a scantily clad, well, bikini clad woman, okay, very good looking woman, holding up 2 bass in her hands. You know, and the story was, my wife said I could go fishing, so I told her I was going fishing with my buddy Sam. And we went fishing and we caught a couple of lunkers, right? So she goes, well, show me the pictures. So he shows the pictures of her holding up these 2 bass, and then she says, I can't go fishing with Sam anymore, right? It was just a comedy thing. And I put it up, and then there was some women that got insulted by it, and there was, you know, it was not to insult anybody. It was a joke. It was just the way it was written. I thought it was funny. I thought I would share it, right? So, you know, again, and now, you know, people associate me with that as well. You know, it's all part of the branding, right? So, you know, sometimes you're going to share things that people aren't going to like. Sometimes you're going to share a lot of things that people are going to really remember and resonate with, right? But I still get 50 to 100 leads a day coming in. So obviously what I'm doing can't be that bad, okay? But, you know, I will sit here and I will empty my knowledge to you, to my team, as best I possibly can on everything that I do. You see me share it in IBK all the time. I have it on my training site, which is actually in the IBK back office now. I do these hangouts here. I share my knowledge here. Anything I could possibly do to help you make sales, because I like competition. Okay? So anything you want to add to that, Stephen?
No.
I knew you were going to say that.
Thanks. Getting to know me.
Fun. I should have had Tom on here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Tom's probably mad at me since the last one, but that's
Is he really?
I don't know. I mean, he's a good guy. We get along. We have fun.
He'll get over it.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, I just hope that what I shared here so far today has helped out. You know, I mean, there's the site cooltext.com where you can go and make your own text headers, all kinds of things. You can make buttons. You can make all kinds of things, right? The paint, I just showed you how easy it was to make a paint. You know, maybe I'll go back and I'll show you how you can make that header out of a big picture. That might be something I should show. Okay, so Let me just go and do that, okay? Okay, so let's go back here, and we're gonna erase this. Okay, so let me go and find that picture. I'll just find, okay, here's one of Pyramid Lake. This is one, no, that's too small. My wife took that picture up at the lake. Let me just see if I can find, I think that's still a small one. Yeah, that's still a small one. Actually, you know what? I'll just do this. You can take it and you can stretch it out. It may not look as good, right? Because it's stretched out. But, you know, you could just take a picture and stretch it out like that. You know, it still looks kind of weird, but it's there. And again, you know, there's one picture I took. I just stretched it out, right? And I go in and I go into my little folder there and I take my picture and I paste that picture in there, right? Make it a little bit smaller so it sits right in there. See, it's that simple on how to do it. You can take any picture and create a header with it, right? So I don't know. I just hopefully that just shows you just how simple it is to go in with Paint. And Paint comes with any version of Windows. Okay, that's there. If you're on a Mac, I don't know what Mac you use. Okay, I use a PC, so Paint comes with PCs. Maybe there's Paint on Macs too. I don't know. I don't use them. But that's how simple it is to get done. Or if you just want to spend $5, you can go to Fiverr and someone can create a header for you. They'll do that for you for $5. Lots of people on there that'll create real custom nice headers for you. Okay, so that's the branding and incentive part of this Hangout. Now, I'm going to talk about a few other things. Okay, I'm going to talk because people were asking me, what have I changed in my marketing lately? Because they saw one of my posts where I talk about how I've changed my marketing strategy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that post I did on Facebook, and I'm going to share that with you. Okay. So look at all the stuff coming in. This is crazy. By the end of the day, I'll have 100+ leads on Facebook in, I think. So I've got more people on here right now. And okay, so let me just go in and see if I can find that post I did. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is my branding. This is what everybody sees. Okay, this is how I brand myself. That's my header, my custom header. See, every picture I post just about has my header on it. Okay, now here's my post I did today or yesterday. I did it with a video. Okay, and it was very simple. Do you want to make a change today? If so, then watch the video, then click on this link, fill in the info, and take action. Okay, now I use a lot of custom software. I don't use the company's capture pages ever. You know, I use a program, a software that I bought called Landing Page Monkey. Okay, now I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, oh, that didn't work. There. Okay, so this is a Landing Page Monkey page. You see how it comes in with this? I've got a video running in the background. These are really slick pages, and they convert highly well, right? And then they just fill in their information and they go forward. Okay, so you guys saw that, right?
Right.
Okay, so you know, there's a lot of people that, or a lot of companies that have their own custom pages. I find that a lot of those pages are too hypey, or they just don't work. Okay. I like having video on my pages, and not just like a video running, but a video background. Now that page that I just showed you there, you can use any video. That's actually a YouTube video, and you can use any video. You know, if you're in a travel business, you could have a beach setting with the tide rolling in, running in the background, a live thing. I've got, you know, here's another example. Let me just I'm going to see. I can't stop this music. Let me just, no, hang on. You know what? I better shut that off because it makes too much noise. Let me see if I can find, I want to open another link without closing my Facebook down here. Let me just, oops, that may not be, okay, that's fine. Okay, so landing page, here it is. Okay, so this is my Landing Page Monkey promotional page. Okay, so we're just gonna get this thing to load here. I'm just gonna show you how you can make different pages. Okay, so see how I've got video running in the background? You can have these kind of things going in the background. This is really cool. And then I've got a video in the foreground that does this. Okay, now, you know, with IBK, you could have, I don't know, you could have something like that other video I had, or you could have money flying in the background, or you could have something like this going, which keeps people on your page because it keeps their attention. And then you could have an IBK video running in here. Okay, and I do that on my pages for different things. Like I can't remember what some of my pages are, but I just wanted to show you just why I use that particular software. Okay. Now, I do that for promoting pretty much anything that I do, and I make more sales using those kind of attraction marketing pages. Okay, so that's another way, and again, it's all part of the branding process. Okay, because now people associate my stuff with these kind of pages too. Okay, because a lot of times I'll run those kind of pages and then I'll have my own videos on there. Like I'm in the process of putting together one for my travel company, which I have that kind of stuff in the background. Then I got a foreground video of me talking about the travel program and stuff, right? This is how you start associating yourself and branding yourself. Now, you know, if you're not comfortable with video, I got to tell you, you got to start getting comfortable. Okay. And who cares what they're like? I already told you what my first one was like, you know, and I made a lot of sales with that one, regardless of because I think it was because I was sweating to death on that video or something. That just people just had to work with me or something. But, you know, don't ask me, right? But I'm just, you know, I'm sharing these kind of things because these kind of tools that I share with people help create and enhance your sales and your leads. People fill out those pages. Like the page that I have right now, I just showed you there, you know, that one with the music in the background and all that kind of stuff. That created me 74 leads yesterday alone, that page. Okay? Off of that post I made on Facebook. So again, let's go back to that Facebook post. Okay. Whoops. Let me share.
No. There you go.
So we go back to that post, and it was a very simple post. Okay, about this one here. Now there was another one that I did, which was this post here. Okay. Now, a lot of people saw this one, make 150 daily, residual, text for info, right? That's because I'm marketing my travel program with IBK. I market them together, okay? Now, right here, I talk about how much money that I've made with IBK. Actually, I don't think I have that. I just talk about the leads and that and the list that I've grown with that, right? And how I'm creating going to help my team create between 5,000 and 10,000 a month using the IBK software and our travel program. Okay. Now, again, you can use any business you want. You can just use the IBK, whatever it is. I'm showing you how you can diversify yourself and make yourself expand even better. You know, I also say only serious inquiries accepted. And 74 people came in off of this one and that video one, between these two. Okay. Actually, I think it was actually more over 100 because I think I had just 74 off this one. So, and again, you know, I tell people only serious inquiries. I don't want tire kickers. And if you ever watch this video, I tell people if you're in it to try it for a month, don't even bother. Not interested. Go work with somebody else. Because in business, folks, I mean, if you're going to do business, you know, take it seriously online, you know, and only work with those people who are serious. You know, people start to sweat. They say, well, I don't want to tell anybody not to join my business. Maybe the only person that called me. You know, I tell lots of people every day. I'm guessing between 30 and 50 people every day to go work with someone else. I'm picky, okay? Because I'm not here, and I'm sure you're not either. I'm not here to deal with people who whine about, oh, nothing's working. Or I don't, you know what? I only want people who are driven, that want to make money. I don't want to be with those people that want to just pay money down and hope and pray something happens. Those people will never make money. Never. Okay? And hopefully I haven't insulted anybody listening to this, because, you know, if you joined anything hoping that it was just going to build for you on autopilot, it's not going to do it. There's no such thing as that. The IBK software will only do 80% of the work. The rest of it will have to be done by you. Okay? And this is why I do these things. And again, you know, I'm controversial on my Hangouts, because some people say, well, you know, why do you tell people that, you know, not to join your business? Because if they're not serious enough, there's no sense in them wasting their time or mine. And I'm sure you feel the same way, Stephen, right? I'm sure you don't want to work with somebody who's just going to sit there and whine all day because they haven't made any money. You know, with that negative energy, if they put that positively, they'd be amazed how much money they'd make. I never complain. I've never complained in IBK. I've never complained in anything that I've done. You know, when I don't make any money, and I've gone weeks without making money, I don't complain about it. I just do it every day because I know that it's going to come, and it does. You know, I've gone a couple of weeks without sales. Like this month, you know, here we are at the 12th of August, And I haven't done any sales in IBK. Now, I'm not scared to say that. I've made $13,000 already in IBK in the last 3 months. But, here we are in July or August now. And, it's people are just getting back from holidays and stuff. It's slow this month. I haven't made any sales. But I'll tell you right now, by the time this month is over, I'll probably make $3,000 or $4,000 in IBK sales because of the way that I'm marketing. I'll probably make 2 or 3 sales a day in multiple days before the end of this month because of the way that I'm marketing. Now that I'm combining the IBK with the travel party, or sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, with my travel program, that I can now make more sales because I make it almost compulsory now. If the people want to come into my travel program, they got to have the IBK posting software. Now, why do I do that? You know why I do that, Stephen?
No,
why am I making that compulsory?
No, tell me. Go ahead. Tell me.
Okay. What is the biggest issue that most marketers have online today? The biggest issue.
They don't know how to market.
Traffic. They can't get traffic. They don't know how to create leads. They don't know how to do that. Well, what do you think the IBK software does?
It gets traffic.
It gets traffic. It gets leads. That's why anybody coming in that is struggling, anybody that wants to come into my travel program that's struggling, that's a must. They must have it. I go out and, here's the funny part, okay? People are saying, well, people are saying they don't have $200. You know what I'm telling people they have to have is they want to come into my travel program? They need 500. They need 300 for the travel program, and they need 200 for IBK. If you can't afford that, you may as well walk away now and go find something else. Because, you want to make $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 a month, that's the cost to get started. That's what it's going to cost you. Everybody wants to make $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 a month, and then they go and join $7 and $10 and $25 programs. Well, good luck on that. Okay? I've been in those programs. I know how many people it takes to create that. 6 people in my travel program, I can create 800 and 1,700 over and over. If I want to make that kind of money in any other program, I'm looking at 1 to 200 people. What makes more sense? You see? And here's the thing. When the average person out there has the difficulty in recruiting, they do between 2 and 5, maybe 6 personals themselves. Okay? And that's what you kind of base everything on. So the more complex your program is in a comp plan, like a 3x3, a 3x9, a 5x5, or whatever, you got to look at what the results are. That's 5 on the first level, 25 on the second level, 125 on the third level. Well, you know how it goes, times 25, times 25, times 25. You keep going, okay? Good luck on that, okay? That's why I do very simple things. IBK, it's a one-off sale. Guts, one sale, $150. Doesn't get any simpler than that. My travel program has a 2x2. Doesn't get any simpler than that. I don't have to put them into some big giant matrix system and have qualifications for this, that, and the other thing, like all these other programs have out there. I'm done with that stuff. I'm done with complication. I like simple. And I'm sure you like simple, and I'm sure all the people listening to this like simple. So make things simple. You have a great product in IBK. It is an absolute essential tool for any business. You can sell it that way. If you're doing another business, package them together. Say, this is what it costs to get involved with me. If your other program is $25 a month, then it's $225 to get involved with me. Okay? $197 plus 25, whatever it is. You make up the money amount, whatever. Okay? But combine it. Because these people coming in, because I've been, I'm not going to mention any of the company names, but I've been in so many different programs, to anywhere from $7 to $5,000. Okay? And it doesn't matter what level of money that's in there, or what it costs to get involved in the program. The biggest issue that everybody has in all those programs is nobody knows how to drive traffic or get leads or anything. And when a tool like IBK is thrown in front of their eyes and they ignore it, they deserve not to make any money. Absolutely. And I'll tell everybody that hands down every single time. So, but that's how I am. I just, I tell it like it is. Like it, don't like it, don't matter. Okay? But at the end of the day, folks, I'm still making money, and maybe many of you aren't. And it's because you are stubborn like I used to be. I had to go through a full mind cleansing and learn how to do and how to market and how to think outside the box at all times and not allow myself to get distracted by crap that's out there. There's going to be a program opening up almost every single day now for the next 3 months, because now we're getting into marketing season. September 1st is the start of the marketing season, and you are going to see all kinds of programs starting up. You're going to find they're going to be coming out of the woodwork, and they're all going to be hyping up with all kinds of things. Oh, this is the next thing, and this is where you're going to make all. And you know what? Half those things won't be around 2 to 3 months later. They won't. Because the people that are building those businesses, like most out there, have no clue on what they're doing. Most of the people that own these marketing companies that are out there, these new network marketing companies, a lot of them have never done network marketing before, or they've been lousy at it. They just went and bought a business in a box, found a couple of products, thrown it together, and poof, there you go. It's a business. So beware of that. Make sure you hook up with somebody who knows what the heck they're doing out there. It's taken me 36 years to learn this industry and learn it very, very well. The first 20 to 25 years, that was a struggle for me. I've only honed my skills in about the last 5 to 6 years in this industry to be where I am today, where I can create a 5-figure a month income. And that's why I try to share whatever it is in my knowledge. I don't charge for this. I could easily charge for all this stuff. I could do all my hangouts on full private. And I could charge people to come to these things if I want to, like a lot of the other gurus out there do. And put all their videos in a back office and charge you some stupid amount of money every month to be able to have access to these videos. I could do that. I don't. At least not yet. Oh, trust me, the thought's there now. Okay? The thought is there because, as I've said, my time is valuable. And, when you give stuff for free, a lot of people do not appreciate it the same way. When they pay for something, they appreciate it a lot more. Right?
Right.
If I were to give you a chocolate bar for free today, it won't taste as good as a chocolate bar that you had to pay $2 for. You think about that. If someone gives you a beer today for free, that beer won't taste as good as the one that you had to buy for $25 a case. It's just that's how the mind works. Your mind will associate the value of anything with what you paid for it. So IBK, when you pay $197 for IBK, you're going to want to be using that software. Okay? And if you don't value it, then you're the guy that's out there saying, oh, that's a scam. That stuff doesn't even work. I got ripped off. I got scammed out of my money. The problem is with most people, they never get scammed out of their own money. They scam themselves out of their own money. They buy into a program. If it doesn't work the way that they want it to work, it's a scam. I lost all my money. They scammed me out of my money. Did you try it? Well, I tried it for 15 days and it didn't work. And I didn't get a paycheck. I've gone almost a complete year without a paycheck working in a company. Okay, did I quit? No, because I had to figure out how to make it work. I'm a determined individual. I don't let anything get me down. You know what? It's only money. Money can be made over and over again. Anybody can make money on demand just like that. They just have to want it. And that's where they haven't got. That's the problem with most people today online. they haven't figured out how to get the right mindset. They need to be mind cleansed. And it's going to hurt. And a lot of them don't want to do it because they're scared of change. They're scared of going outside the box. They're scared of the uncomfortable zone. They like the comfortable zone, right? They like to be in comfort. I haven't been in the comfort zone for I don't know how many years. I've been extremely uncomfortable for years. But I don't mind being extremely uncomfortable because I make a lot of money when I'm extremely uncomfortable. Because I go like Captain Kirk. I go to places where beyond or whatever that saying is in Star Trek, right? You know, yeah, I will go where most people will not go. I will go and search and conquer places that people are too scared to go to. You know, like I talk about on using the Facebook post the other day. This is where Tom and I had that little bit of an argument. Well, the poster is supposed to do everything for you. Well, you know what? I don't do everything what the software tells me to do. I do what I think I need to do. So I use the software and I go out and I join groups in different niches manually using the software because it's easier with the software than it is with Facebook. Okay? Because every time you go in on Facebook to join groups, you click here and then it takes you back and you got to scroll all the way down and go and look for it. Well, I don't have to do that with the software. I just click on it and I go in and I look and I go back and it's right there. Click again, go. You see, it's so much easier to do it manually with the software. And that's why I do it that way. And that way I join the groups that I want to join. I can select the groups that I want to join. I had another conversation today. I know we're kind of going all over the place, but I'm going to cover a lot of stuff today. Okay, I just decided that now. Okay. So another conversation I had today was this person just joined IBK, hadn't started to use the software yet, and was thrown in Facebook jail. So we know it wasn't the software that did it. Okay? It was them going in and over posting manually in groups and over adding people and over commenting people and stuff like that. Facebook has regulations, okay? If you follow the regulations, they don't care. You know, you don't post to any more than 200 groups a day, okay? You post them in certain intervals, okay? And you only post once a day to those groups. You don't post any more than that. Stay within those guidelines, no one's going to touch you, okay? You can add as many friends as you want every day, as long as they request you to add them, okay? But if you go to add people on Facebook and you don't know them, Facebook will slap you, okay? Immediately, they'll slap you. So if you're not asking people to add you and you're just going in the list and you're just adding people, you're going to get slapped. You're going to get thrown in Facebook jail, okay? Yep. If you go in and what's the other thing? So adding too many groups, adding too many friends, that's pretty much the only two things that are really going to get you in trouble, okay? Other than posting inappropriate stuff. But, you know, we're all ethical. We don't do that, right? So anything you want to add to that, Stephen?
No, just be careful what you post.
That's all that it is, you know? You know, just think about if it was you, if someone was friending you or something like that, you know, accept the friends. I mean, what I always do, this is one thing that I do a screening process. I don't accept everybody, okay, because there's way too many desperate people out there trying to find love, and I'm not interested in that, okay? Happily married. By the way, anybody listening, happily married, don't care. You know, business only on Facebook, that's it, or you get turfed, okay? So I go through when I have the friend requests coming in, like I had 56 this morning, and then I had another 9 or 10 later, and who knows what I got now, right? I go in and I click on their names, and I go through their profile, and I look to see if there's anything business-orientated on there. If all I see is their profile of them shooting different pictures of themselves, delete request. I don't even go any further than that, okay? Because I already know what their intentions are, okay? Not interested in hooking up with anybody like that. So if I go in and I see that they're involved in a bunch of work from home groups and stuff like that, and they've got some product on their timeline, then I'll accept them, okay? Because I know that they're business orientated. And this is what you do. Don't just go in and confirm everybody. Otherwise, you're asking for trouble, okay? Take the time. That's that 20% that I talked about, the work you have to do, okay? This is your business, okay? So that's how you can go in and you can streamline things. You know, I also, when I do a response, you know, I go, thanks for connecting. By the way, I use Facebook for business only. I hope you do as well. With that said, feel free to share with what you do. That's what I post in there. Okay, very simple. But I let them know right off the bat that I'm strictly business. I'm not here to make friends on Facebook. I have friends. Okay? I'll become friends with the associates of people that I work with in business. But I don't have time to chit chat and talk about cats and dogs and stuff like that. I don't have time for that stuff. Okay? With the friends and the people that I work with, I'll share that kind of stuff on occasion. But for somebody who's not interested in business or anything with me on Facebook, they're taking up my space on my friends list because I'm only allowed 5,000 friends on Facebook. And I want all 5,000 of my friends to be business orientated with me. Okay? Not interested in anything else. Now, some people might shoot me down for that. Some people say, well, you got to build relationships. No, I don't. Building relationships doesn't make me money. I do that after the fact. I get business out of the way, and then I build relationships. I don't sit there and waste all my time, weeks on end, trying to build relationships with people. They're either in or they're out. It's that simple. You know, there's a billion people on Facebook. Come on, folks. Right? Now, again, if I pissed you off, well, there's that little button that says unfriend. Go ahead. Done. Get her done. Okay? Because if you don't do it, I'll probably will. Okay? So, again, I'm straightforward, man. I'm transparent. I don't fake nothing. Okay? I'm just, you know what? I'm a fun guy. You know that. We've had a lot of fun together on the phone and stuff like that. But business is business. If I'm not going to make any money, I'm not interested. Okay? You know, it's not necessarily making money now, but maybe down the road. Maybe we're going to collaborate with something. Who knows? But I'm only interested in connecting with business-like people on Facebook. I have no time for sharing cat pictures or dog pictures or whatever. Don't have time for that. Okay, I've rambled on enough now. Anything else you want me to cover before we let everybody go, before I bore them to death or they get so pissed off that I got no friends left on my friends list?
We'll have them go see Tom.
Well, hopefully I shared some great stuff with you guys today. You know, sometimes I'm controversial. Most times I'm controversial. But you know what? Have a great day. Stephen, thanks for joining me, bud. If I didn't have to do another hangout right after this, I think I'd go fishing. So I don't know what you're doing. If you are, catch another big one, man.
There's a time and place for
Sam
everything.
around with you. So
I had Sam.
yeah, Sam. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks everyone for hanging out and listening in that's watching. And hopefully with what I shared with you today, go run with it, go brand yourself, get whatever incentives you can, and just go make a lot of money. Okay? Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Hey, thanks, Carl, for having this hangout. I love your hangouts because you're upfront and that's the way you are.
There you go, brother. Thanks a lot, bud. Take it easy.
Have a good one.
Yep.